Researchers have spent a year trying to work out which parts of London are happy and which ones aren't. According to them, Fulham and Parson Green has the most cheerful residents, while Tooting comes bottom of the list. Ria Chatterjee went to both places to put their findings to the test.
It's full sunshine for Fulham Broadway, leading the happy forecast as London's most positive postcode.
What a good place to be.
Dan and Will spent a year on the streets of London, assessing which areas are best for social well-being. Their research relied on a technique called the Gen ratio, which looks at micro-interactions between strangers. At each location, they spent an hour observing people at 3 different points in the day. So we just saw 2 guys in suits shaking hands. They walked off in opposite directions. What happened there?
So we got 2 examples of high Gen scores for body language first for shaking hands. They also made some physical contact, some taps on the arm and things like that. And then some verbal and visual as well, high Gen scores with laughing and sharing a joke.
The woman and child stopped at the crossing, and obviously the mother is making sure that the child's going to get across the road safe. There was a lot of traffic around at the time, so she took the child's hand, made sure she led her across the road.
I mean, that is quite normal behaviour. I suppose that could happen anywhere.
Yeah, it could, but the thing about the Gen ratio is these positive acts happening over time add up and generally raise the positivity of the area.
These brief encounters do seem to matter to Londoners.
Thought that somebody is communicating with you and looking at you in the eye, and I've often experienced this. Being smiled at makes me feel really good, and so I try and smile at people as well.
On the tube, everyone's trying to try and pretend that you're not there. If you smile at somebody, they think you need to be sectioned. So I think that it does make all the difference. A little smile here and there can go a long way, absolutely.
Dan and Will have put their findings into an interactive website. According to their forecast, things are always pretty chaotic in Tooting, the least happy postcode. Apparently people around here are more likely to experience frowns, glares and eye rolls. But so what, you might think? People have bad days, they have bad moments. Does that mean that this is an unhappy area?
We're everywhere living here, we're happy. We don't feel any problem.
I had a really bad chest infection and I was coughing down the street and a woman stopped and gave me a cough sweet and was like, here you go, this will help. So I think it's a nice place to live.
The people behind the project say they want to try and brighten up the city. But things aren't looking so bad as they are, even in Tooting. Ria Chatterjee, ITV News.